173.71 kilometers. So these strategic investments in connectivity, economic corridors, and climate resilient roads will not only enhance mobility, but will also foster equitable development across rural and urban Sindh. Sir, now I go to green mobility, dignity and green innovations in the province of Sindh. The People's Bus Service is now recognized as a flagship urban transportive initiative in Pakistan, and it continues to expand its footprint across Sindh. During financial year 24-25, we achieved the following. Geographic expansion, PBS routes have been successfully expanded to Mirpur Khas and Shaheed Benazirabad, while additional coverage was added to existing corridors in Karachi and Ladkano. Asia's first ever women-only pink bus service is working in Pakistan, in the province of Sindh, operating 28 plus buses across 5 dedicated routes. We have improved feeder network. 20 additional buses were introduced across various feeder routes to improve last mile connectivity. In digital transformation, an automated fare collection system has been implemented, enhancing transparency and commuter convenience. Ridership has increased to over 41 million passengers this year, averaging 120,000 daily riders, a testament to its reliability and growing public trust. The government is supporting this through fare subsidy of rupees 1.5 billion, fuel adjustment support of rupees 1.2 billion. Total per rider subsidy stands at rupees 67, making urban transport truly accessible for all. So another initiative that we took was about the EV buses. This was a green leap forward. This year we achieved historic milestones in our EV bus service initiative. Karachi routes were expanded. We launched 3 new EV routes, bringing Pakistan's first fleet of 50 electric buses into successful operation. Scaling up through innovation, 100 new 12-meter EV buses are approved under rent-to-own model to be launched by July 2025. 34 compact 9-meter EV buses are also arriving soon and will begin operation in July 25. 5 double-decker electric buses will be operational by July 25, enhancing high-capacity commuting in major corridors. So we are actively working with private sector partners to roll out a fleet of up to 1,000 electric buses for urban mobility across Sindh. The People's Bus Service and our EV Transit initiative are not merely transport projects. They are social equalizers, economic enablers, and climate-smart investments. They reflect our resolve to provide safe, affordable, and environmentally sustainable mobility for every citizen of Sindh. So I will move on to promotion of sports and cultural activities. Culture and sports not only brings joy, but also fosters national unity and pride. This year we allocated rupees 4.7 billion to preserve our cultural heritage, promote literature and arts, and organize major sporting events. Highlights include the third Jeep Rally, hosting of squash and boxing championships in Karachi, special recognition for Olympic gold medalist Arshad Nadeem and World Boxing Association champion Shahir Afridi. In cultural diplomacy, World Culture Festival Karachi 2024 was a monumental success, bringing together 450 artists from 44 countries and attracting over 180 million global viewers. The upcoming 2025 edition will host performers from over 100 nations, strengthening Pakistan's global cultural footprint. Programs like Almi Urdu Conference, Pakistan Literature Festival, and Arts Council initiatives are giving rise to cultural renaissance in Sindh. For the next year, we plan to hold the National Games in December 2025, and inshallah, this will be an event which will be a truly successful event which we are planning for December 2025. So for empowering persons with disabilities, we want an inclusive Sindh in action. The government of Sindh strongly believes in empowering persons with disabilities by ensuring their full inclusion in the fabric of our society. This year, an impressive rupees 4.8 billion has been spent on programs dedicated to welfare and rehabilitation. To overcome mobility barriers faced by children with disabilities, the government has facilitated procurement of specially designed vehicles for pick and drop services, enabling secure access to additional and rehabilitation centers across the province. This initiative